Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing an overview on Atelier Dreams stamps by Lhey. Now you can find her stamps on Etsy, and I'll leave all the links down below. You can also find her on Instagram and Facebook. She has a Facebook page and a Facebook group which you can both join. And she definitely does update you on her new releases and restocks and all that good stuff on there. So today I thought I'd do an overview on her stamps. I'm going to be doing these in two parts. Today is part one, and we'll be dealing with the functional stamps. First off, so you can buy her stamps on Etsy, and they come packaged in the sleeve right here. Now I take all of mine out of the original packaging and I put them in Ziploc baggies that I got from Daiso. I put a white cardstock backing and I label them with a Dymo label maker. It's similar to Jennifer McGuire's storage system, yet I don't use the stamp pockets because for some reason they always split on the sides for me. So I figured I'd use these Ziploc bags. You get 80 pieces for $1.50, so it's such a great deal. And you know, it's just easy to, it's like a regular Ziploc bag. So that's how I store them, and that's how they originally come packaged. And they come in a hand-stamped paper bag with raffia. And it's tied in a really cute bow with Lhey's business card. So that's how all the stamps come when you buy them. Yeah, okay, so I guess we're just gonna get into the stamps. As of January 23 of 2016, Lhey has 20 4x6 stamp sets and 17 mini stamp sets. Now today I'm gonna be sharing with you just a couple. Not a couple actually, quite a few, but here, let's get into that. So the first set I'm gonna get into is the frames set. This is one of my most used stamp sets. You have a variety of different types of frames, and I'm pretty sure they will all fit in Erin Condren boxes. I don't use an Erin Condren planner, so I wouldn't necessarily know, but the width is no more than 2 inches. I think they are all 1.5 inches, and I think, let's double check. Yeah, they're no more than 1.5 inches. Great. So what I've done to show you how I use these stamps is stamped out a couple of examples. So here are a couple of examples with the frame set. Now I've used different sets to coordinate. So just different stamps that different frame stamps that I have stamped and used different elements for different stamp sets, just to show you what you can do with her stamps if you have multiple of her sets. Not multiple of her sets, different sets, and how you can use them in conjunction with each other. So here are some of the frames. This is not actually one of the frames, this is from the Me Time set, which I'll be getting to after this. So here are the frames. I love using these as putting a positive saying inside in my planner, or using them to notate a large event that will take a large chunk of time in my day. But mostly I use it to give myself some positive reinforcement to get through the week. So I've used different types of inks. I mostly use the Versamagic Dewdrops, the chalk ink, and I find that they work really well with Lhey's stamps. So those are the frames. They are really pretty, and they have such great detail with the lines, and this is one of my favorites. I really hope that Lhey expands on this set and does frames too. Next set is the Me Time set. So that's here. It has a lot to do with if you are a planner or you are a crafter. So they have things like scrapbooking, card making, meetup, and different icons that can go with that. So this is the frame. It looks like different pieces of paper that have been paper clipped. And so here I've stamped out some different things like the credit card, which is right here, teeny tiny smiley face, this little frame with some little characters, and I've given you some ideas on how you could use this in your planner. So say for example you have a blog and you need to take photos for your blog, so here you can use the little camera icon and photos. You could also do like the photo a day challenge or stuff like that. I use this speech bubble quite often for the punny minis, and I'll get to that in part 2. I really like this example of using the little computer. It really highlights on what you really need to do. So important order supplies. You can find all of these elements in here. I really love this wax seal as well. It's a great element that you can add to your planner pages. So that is the Me Time set. And I think we're gonna go with Planning Day. Planning Day is one of Tally's most popular sets. I think it's out of stock at the moment because you have all these amazing words. It's like checklist, thoughts, projects, planet, don't forget, birthday, and all that stuff. There's so many words. I should have counted them before I started this video, but hey ho. And you also get different icons, and you also get mini words in block caps letters, which are really good, and I'll show you some examples on how I use those together with the script letters. So here I've just stamped all the icons that you get in the set. So you get a birthday cake, a little present, a package, church, doctor, 2 different types of pills, but you could also use this as a bandage. A heart, another heart, a pen, fork and knife, which I use a lot for meal planning, a tooth for dentist, coffee if you have a coffee date or something, checkbox, trash can, film slate, can use for movies, or if you are a YouTuber you can use it to know when you need to film, or here's a TV, purse, you could do like budget, you could also even write something in there like a plus or minus when you are doing your budget. And so here in one of the frames I've used Clean Craft Room. So for Planning Day I've also used these as some examples. These are her shapes. These are mini sets, and I'll be getting to that. I'm just going to show you the examples that I used from the Planning Day set. So like pick up bedroom, clean craft room, pay bills, today, shopping list, all of these words except this one can be found in the Planning Day. So that is the Planning Day set. I think this is an amazing set, especially if you are just getting into planner stamps. This would be a great one to pick up. Okay, next we're going to look at Positive Duo. I really love these. So basically these are positive sayings that you can put in your planner, or you can even put them on cards if you like mini cards. I love the font that Tally uses, and I'm so glad that she used it and used this font in different sets so it can coordinate in your planner. I know that some people are a little frustrated when some stamp companies use different fonts that don't necessarily go with each other, or they use different fonts for different sets and they can't be used in conjunction with each other. But I love how Tally has kept it streamlined and used this font for most of her stamp sets. I don't know if she'll be changing that anytime soon, but I'm pretty sure she'll be using fonts that will complement this font. So here we have sayings like be happy, love yourself, free yourself, accept yourself, stay positive, define yourself, be fearless, dream big, stay strong, work hard. Things that we might not necessarily remind ourselves to do every day, but for me, if I see something, I remember it more and I think of it as like a mantra almost. And I need a lot of positive reinforcement in my life because I get so hard on myself, and seeing it in my planner really helps. So I love that she came out with this set. This is another one that she can definitely expand upon. So I'm going to show you some examples. So here I've used them in the frames. I mostly put them in the frames because I think it really frames them, I guess. So here I've used the heart from the planning day set, and I made a pattern. I basically masked off the sides and created a pattern, and then I stamped "Be Happy." So I think you can really mix and match. Like here I used the check boxes from one of the small mini sets and used that as a pattern background, just to add a little more flair to the box. This is one of my favorites. I love the star frame. It is really so cute. Here I've used the Love Yourself, where is it? The Love Yourself stamp right here. And so you could do that, you could just stamp it the way it is. I've used a little heart from the planning day set right here. Or you can ink up one word, stamp it, then clean it off, and then ink up the second word and then stamp it so that it's, instead of stacked, it's in one line. Now I'll show you an example in my planner of how I used this, because it couldn't necessarily fit when it was stacked on top of each other. So I did that technique of putting it side by side. So you see, stamps are very, very versatile, and I love stamps. What can I say? So that is the Positive Duo set. Next we have script dates. This set is great if you have undated planner inserts or you plan on making your own. I know I definitely used this a lot when I was making my own inserts. So it comes with the numbers 1 to 31 to denote the days, and it has the days of the month, the names of the month, and the days of the week, Monday through Sunday, and it also comes with some words that you can use, such as urgent, important, scheduled, today, appointment, meeting, and tomorrow, which are great words, and is in the same beautiful font that she has her other stamp sets in it. So here are some examples that I've stamped out for you using a frame as well. So say for example you have a doctor's appointment, you can put the date, and then I use this from the planning day set as well. And here I just stamped out the Wednesday and meeting. So they're basically the same size. They are the same size as the other ones that I think the Positive Duo is slightly larger, probably just a 1 point larger, but they coordinate very well. So pretty. And let's go into the minis. Okay, here are the minis. So Tally, in her November release, she came out with a lot of minis, and I actually bought the bundle. And so she came out with the dewdrops, the circles, and the hexagons in the shape category. And I really, really like these. These are great versatile stamps. So here are some examples. Let's start with the dewdrops. So here are the dewdrops, and so you can do quite a lot with these. Now here I've used the solid stamp, and I used the outline, and I made it into a balloon, and this birthday is from the planning day set. So you could use this to write someone's birthday, and you can also use do the same concept with the smaller dewdrops if you're doing it on your monthly spread or something. So you could use these in any way really. You could use it decoratively, like how I've done these hexagons, like here, or you could denote an event, like grocery shopping. So you can, these two words are from the planning, all these elements in the center are from the planning day set, and I just stacked them on top of each other and used the dashed dewdrop as a border to denote grocery shopping. You go grocery shopping that day. Stamping does take practice. So the first time I stamped the dashed line dewdrop, I got it off center. Second time, I smudged it. Third time, still off center, but I was pretty much satisfied with how I got it. So yeah, it does take practice, but you know, practice makes perfect, and you can always stamp on sticker paper and cut it out and put it in your planner, or you know, practice a couple times on some scratch paper and then commit and do it on your planner. But usually when some stamping goes wrong in my planner, I cover it up with a sticker, or I stamp it again on some sticker paper and then stick it on. Okay. Whew, okay, so that's the dewdrop set. Really like that one. Next is the hexagon set. Now, apparently hexagons are all over the planner community. Hexagons are like the in shape. So Tally included 6 different add-ins that you can add into these empty spaces in the hexagons. You have a solid, a star, like a herringbone, a fishbone kind of pattern, striped, dots on a blank background, and the background as dots. the mirror image, no, the positive and negative of the dots. So I've done that here. These are the stars. It's in a light ink, so you can't necessarily see, but you know, it's there. Some stripes, and you can really add some flair with these. I really enjoy this concept. She also did that with the circles, which I'll get to next. So, you know, same concept with the dewdrops. You can use it to denote a date, or not a date, sorry, an event, or something important that you need to see right away, so you have it bordered. You could also, like, for example, this shopping list, you can put it on an empty insert, and then you can write down your shopping list right here, just so it, you know, us planner girls, we love things to look pretty, right? So I did that. Like, all these things are from the planning day set. Or you could use it in a decorative way. I've seen a lot of people use the Lhey Hexa. Shoot, I can't remember the name of the set, but it's Lhey's Hexa set, hexagon set, and I've seen a lot of people use the hexagons as decorative elements in their page. I don't necessarily do that on my pages, but I think that's such a cute idea, and if that's your style, go for it. And Tally has a mini set that you can do that with. Okay, so that's the hexagons, and moving on to the circles. Same concept with the hexagons. You can either see, I think that's what I tried to do. I tried to use the hexagons. You can put the little border on top, on the bottom, on the side. And I did that with the circles as well. So, yeah. Doesn't need more explaining, right? I think I got it. You get 6 borders. And the only thing that's just different about this one and the hexagon set is that there's no grid circle, which is all good with me. Okay, the next mini set is the Flag It set. Now, this is one of the first functional mini sets that I got from Tally, and I really enjoy this set. I love how the flags are small. A lot of companies have come out with flag sets that are so large that they take up almost the entire, not the entire page, but they take up quite a sizable amount of your insert. Tally has come out with a small flags. Now these are quite small. I feel like if you had an A5 size insert, they will be a little bit too small. But if you were using it to add flair, I think it would really work. Or even as headers. So here are some examples. So they come with some words in the same font that she has in her other sets in the Planning Day set. So for example, like this is from the Planning Day set and this is from the Flag It set. They're the same font. So there's a dash line, a solid line. These 2 are the same size, and these 4 are the same size, as well as these 2, but these have a little gap that you can add. Like here I put it on its side and I added the to-do from this set. I also added the solid line one with the gap, and I used a teeny tiny star to denote that it's payday. This is in the Planning Day set. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Now, some of the smaller words from the Planning Day set can actually fit as well, like mail and craft. And with the solid stamps, you can also ombre it. Now that goes for any solid stamp that you have. You can ombre it. So basically choose any two colors that you like and ink up half of the stamp and then the other half of the stamp with the other color of ink, and then overlap in the center to create that ombre effect. So those are some examples with the Flagget set. So next we have the weekend banners, the horizontal weekend banners. I don't have the vertical weekend banners, but Tally does have that set if you are interested. Now with these weekend banners, because they are made out of photopolymer, is the material that it's made out of, it's quite bendy, so I'll show you here. They are quite bendy. So this is how it's normally stamped. Now I can bend it and put it on my block, and I can bend it to be more curved, or I could do it the other way. So it's not very hard to do that. All you have to do is stick the center and then curve it upwards, stick, curve it upwards, stick, ink it up, and stamp it, and then it will stamp curved. So I've done that with the outlined one and as well as the filled one. I've also ombreed it. Even though it only comes with 3 stamps, there are so many different variations of what you can do with these 3 stamps. Now recently I got these new inserts from CoffeeCameraPlanner on Etsy, and she has vertical inserts, and because Saturday and Sunday are not together, so I couldn't necessarily put the weekend banner between the two, so I inked up week, stamped it, and I inked up end and stamped it. Even though the weekend, they're not side by side, you can still see that I made it work. And next we have the lists. So here's the Make a List set. Now these are teeny tiny, these are so cute, I love these. Now before Tally came out with her weekly checklist stamp, she had the Make a List stamp. So when I was doing my habit tracker, I didn't have this stamp set yet. So I made do and used the little check boxes and made a grid for myself. So I basically put it on my block and stamped it multiple times to create that grid. Now Tally has this stamp set, so all you have to do is stamp it once. But I just wanted to show you that the check boxes fit in the little page that it comes with. And you can put Monday to Friday right here, and she has little Chinese and Japanese characters that correspond with the days of the week. So that's the Make a List set. So you can definitely, if you have this set, you don't necessarily need the weekly checklist set because you can create that habit tracker with this set, but for ease and convenience, this set is definitely helpful as well, and we'll be moving on to this one soon. Actually, that's the one next. Okay, so weekly checklist. Here I've done a couple of examples of what you can do. So you can stamp Monday to Sunday and have that, and you can write down which things that you want to track. Could be cleaning, could be habits that you want to form, like good habits that you want to form, or you just want to, like in my habit tracker, I have if I drink coffee that day, if I make the bed that day, if I took my vitamins, and I can just easily check it off, or I can fill in the boxes, or you can do whatever you want to check off what you've done. I've also done it this way, the single box and the single dashed line or dotted line, and done it that way and just written out Monday to Friday or whatever. So there's different ways. And another list set is the Write a List set. It comes with a large parchment paper looking scroll which you can stamp horizontally or vertically, and it comes with 5 words: priorities, wish list, daily, pen pals, and letters. So that's just a great way if you wanted to write a list in your notes section or something. And I really love this parchment scroll. It's really detailed, it's really pretty. So that's another mini set. So I just wanted to point out in the weekly checklist and the make a list set, I just wanted to show the size difference of the checkboxes. This is the checkboxes from the weekly checklists and the checkboxes from the make a list set. So they're about the same sizes, it's just they have more in the weekly checklist. There's more space in between the boxes. Okay, next is the mini calendar. This is really great if you were tracking as well, if you were tracking more in a monthly view. So say for example you're doing a no spend, you can write down the days of the month, and I've used the teeny tiny little dot stamp to stamp out when you actually spend. I know no spends are hard, but I think using this can really keep you accountable. And I've used the January 2016. I've used those stamps from the script dates. And the no spend is from me time. So that's the mini calendar set. It also comes with teeny tiny Monday to Sunday and month and year, which you can add in these boxes. Okay, next up we have Tally's Hydrate stamps. She has two different versions. She has the glasses / bottles and the drops, the water drops. So here I've stamped out both of them. So here are the glasses, the wavy glasses, the bottles, and here as an example, if you were to put it in your spread, I've used one of the frames, and instead of stamping them all in one row, I inked up 4, stamped it, inked up the other 4, and then stamped it on top of each other so they would fit in the little box. And I've used the word quench. And here are the water drops. And same concept, I use a little frame to hydrate. It just makes it look a little cuter, I think. And if you don't necessarily have the space to put the full row, it's good to stack them. So that is the water drops hydrate set and the glasses hydrate set. So I hope you enjoyed my overview of Tally's stamp sets, and please keep in mind this is part 1. I will be filming part 2 soon, and I'll have more information in the down bar. Don't forget to check all that information out, and have a wonderful day. Bye!